Starting.
I'm going to be discussing issues on molecular economy and how it affects states and national economic development. I would recommend you visit my last video on how to write a book and be successful. Today, the primary issues here is molecular economy and how it affects states and national economy. It becomes important for us to discuss this issue today having regards to the fact that there has been economic downturn across the world because of coronavirus pandemic, and that quickly brings me to the topic molecular economy. Molecular economy, as it sounds, has to do with uh, the activities of human persons, the economic activities of human persons with the things of nature and with the attendant forces. The attendant forces, there are so many things that are involved as part of the factors that influence molecular economic development. Molecular economic development is a fallout of micro and microeconomics. This is more of an advancement on micro and microeconomic studies. Now, as part of the factors that affect molecular economic development are numerous. Of course, we can see what is happening right now at the world stage, whereby the economy of US, or which is supposedly the largest economy, is almost being overturned by the Chinese economy. All these were detailed in a molecular economic studies, a book which I authored. My name is Akhiri Sylvester Obumense. I authored the book Molecular Economy, and upon that, we are discussing today. Now, the factors that affect molecular economic development, one of those factors is the value system. Now, on that value system, we're looking at National Moral Index. National Moral Index is an index study of several countries of the world, over 100 countries studied by me, which helps to evaluate some of those moral behavior, some of those behaviors that help in improving states and national economic development. And on the National Moral Index, which I describe as an NMI study, the 2019 National Moral Index, however, revealed greatly that so many countries, because of several factors which are used in evaluating in the National Moral Index studies, so many countries were scored low. For example, Canada, Syria, South Africa were among the lowest countries. You'll be wondering on what basis the parameters that were used or employed in determining my results. For example, on National Moral Index, we are talking about morality and values. What affects morality and value, and vis-a-vis how they affect economic development. Now, the factors employed in the study were one, the preservation of the sanctity of life, which is the highest moral value. The preservation of sanctity of life is expected to be the highest moral value. Then, secondly, the respect for the sanctity of marriage between man and woman. If you have these two things upheld in your given state or country, of course, your overall score will be on the high side. But if you encourage lesbian, gay, and transgender rights, and also bestiality, bestiality is a situation or circumstance where humans sleep with animals, violating the core values of our forefathers. Bestiality, if you are involved in bestiality and lesbian, gay, and transgender right, expectedly your percentage value will be quite low. Though you may have scored well on the first parameters on that study, that is the preservation of the sanctity of life, but the fact that bestiality is being practiced by states or nationals, especially, is going to affect behaviors. Now, much cannot be said here, but I expect you to visit my book, Molecular Economy, uh, uh, which was published a few years ago in 2016, 2017. And now, late last year, the National Moral Index Study of 2019 was also unveiled on Facebook, and thereby unveiling so many countries and the parameters of the understanding out of Mess's ladder of an NMI study was also discussed there. I, I implore you to visit my Facebook page to see where various countries stand on National Moral Index. If molecular economic theorizing is not important, of course, what is happening at the world stage right now, the coronavirus pandemic and the China almost now dethroning US in at the economic stage. And today, you recall that even the Chinese currency yuan has improved relatively against dollar which has to certain extent lost some relative values. All those are things that are embedded in molecular economy. Molecular economy is a topic on its own devised by me and also is an advancement of microeconomics. If it is employed in national and national state economic growth, is going to help relatively to improve the loss of countries' economy. But the high point of this thing is the National Moral Index study, how it affects. The National Moral Index study is part of the value system, it's part of the factors that are driven by molecular economy. Thank you very much for listening, and I implore you to visit my Facebook page, and also you can reach out to me on WhatsApp on this molecular economy. I also implore you to try as much as possible to purchase one of the books so that you can understand the basic tenets of molecular economy. Thank you very much.